This week we got a couple good promos and 2 women's matches. I'm Charles Martin with my review of NWA Powerrr episode 33. There were other things, of course, but overall, honestly, the show didn't quite click for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Most of it was just there. There were a couple moments where I was like, why is this feud still going on? And why is that person there? I'm not really enjoying that, but you're going to get that with episodic wrestling television. And I get that the NWA has been trying to pick up the pieces. Pick up the pieces after being off for a year due to the pandemic. Back for the attack. Episodes of Powerrr leading to When Our Shadows Fall. The end result of that main event, not well received to say the least. And then they announced they're going to be doing 2 back-to-back pay-per-views in the spiritual home of the NWA in St. Louis at the end of August. And Powerrr, an all-women's pay-per-view, and the NWA 73rd anniversary show. So, yeah, that's a bit of a bold move. I'll be buying them, and I hope that the crowds are hot and the shows are good, and that the level of interest in the NWA can rise up. So, I do want to apologize, by the way, if my voice seems a little bit shot. I'm battling heat stroke because it's unseasonably hot here in this state, and we're just not built for it. But anyway, as for this particular episode, Joe Galli opens up with breaking news. It's the Champions Series. It's going to be debuting on July 13th. The Champions are going to be involved in a points-based system. Okay, it's going to be the Bound for Glory series that TNA/Impact Wrestling did. Or, and I hope it's not this, the Team Challenge series in the dying days of the AWA. I really hope it's not the latter. Points-based systems are hard to pull off, but you know what? I hope they can do it. I really do hope they can do it. I can't say I'm really optimistic, but hey, maybe they can pull it off, and they have, a good core of talent that can, make this work and sell through promos, and then as long as they deliver in the matches, then it should be some good stuff. Just don't muddy it up and make it simple. So anyway, we have Joe Galli, Tim Storm, and Velvet Sky on commentary. Genocide with Taryn Terrell versus Lady Frost. Okay, Genocide. Good size, good strength. I'm convinced she's strong enough to be able to hold up the ring if it ever got damaged or whatever. It's like, oh, hold it up, it's fine. Seriously, she's incredibly strong. And Lady Frost has a good look. This would have been a lot better if Taryn Terrell wasn't it. Taryn Terrell has no business being in wrestling in 2021. I'm sorry. She doesn't add anything. It's not like, oh, she's a heel, I want to see her get beat up. No, she's just annoying. She's just annoying. She takes away from what she, any match she's involved in, even if she's just, out there shouting, shrieking like, like a valley girl at ringside. The women did some good stuff, and then there was a tombstone variation, 1, 2, 3, and Genocide got the victory. So it was fine. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was at least nice that this was one of 2 women's matches they had on the show, and they only had 3 matches. So then we get recaps of Sal beating PJ Hawks and Colby Corino on High Voltage, which was on their YouTube channel. I watched it. It wasn't a bad match. It was short. I think it was like 6.5 minutes. And then May Valentine was interviewing Sal and Danny Deals, and Sal's like, all I have to do is be better than Pope for 3 seconds, and I'll be the new TV champion. And Sal's very likable. Then Colby blindsides him and hits him with an apron brainbuster. Why the apron spots? I don't get it. Really quickly, May Valentine put this out on her Twitter. I don't remember her username right now, but I saw it pop up when the NWA liked it. And she's been battling sobriety, or, battling, being sober and everything. Apparently, it's like 7+ months for her right now, and that's very good for her. Credit to her. It's a hard thing to do, especially when you're addicted like that, and major credit, major respect for May Valentine for that. And she seems happier, she seems healthier, and I wish her nothing but the best in wrestling and in life in general. And she was doing these. I just wanted to say that really quickly. Kyle Davis then says the TV title match has been postponed. This has been a running theme in the NWA though, since coming. And I understood it in the first few weeks of Powerrr, but then they've been doing it like, oh, this match is advertised, and then oh, we're gonna pull it, and then oh, this match is advertised, and we're gonna pull it. And I get it. Sometimes it's bait and switch, build up the anticipation, and then other times it's like, okay, just stop advertising this stuff. Sometimes the storylines make sense and you got to build it up, but sometimes it almost seems kind of lazy, a lazy bait and switch. And you don't want to do that too often, otherwise the fans are like, oh, is this really going to happen? Oh, it actually does happen. Oh, I'm sorry, my interest isn't there. But there are some good storylines they're building up. And hey, at least Sal took a hell of a brainbuster. I'll give him that much credit. Grandpa Idol and Tyrus yell about Pope and the TV title, and that they're declaring war on Pope, and Pope shows up and says, let's do it right now. Tyrus is like, no, I'll listen to Grandpa Idol and tell us not to, because they could have finished off this feud. This feud is not interesting. Pope is doing his best. Idol sounds like a rambling grandpa, and Tyrus should not be in a wrestling ring anymore. Age, aside, he just shouldn't be there. He isn't conditioned to do anything. He can barely move. Aaron Stevens, Mims, and Captain Yuma of 310 fame took on Kratos and Hawks, Aerie, Luke, and PJ. And it's an exhibition where I guess Stevens and Kratos are on the same page. They're in the corner. And while the other guys are in the spotlight wrestling with religion. No, I'm kidding. And Stevens gets tagged when he's accidentally holding on to the tag rope, even though he's in the other corner. And then he gets in for a little bit. Kratos gets in. And then later, La Rebellion cuts a promo to knock the champs. And they kick Yuma. This remake of 310 to Yuma is really odd. And that was about it. The match was what it was. It wasn't bad. It was just there. And honestly, with all the stuff outside, I forgot who won. But it was all right. It was fine, I guess. So, and at least it's going to be interesting to see that they're going to build a La Rebellion, taking the titles from Kratos and Stevens, obviously, in some form or fashion. They got to get the titles off of Kratos and Stevens at some point. So anyway, May interviews the War Kings about what happened with Slice Boogie. Crimson said, I wanted to finish off what happened because he cost us our tag title shot. Jax was even saying, yeah, but maybe it's a little bit too far. Could we have the War Kings split? Hopefully not. I understand tag teams have to split, but seriously, they don't have a lot of teams. They probably should keep them together. So anyway, face-to-face with Adonis and JTG about their national championship match next week. They're fired up. Adonis obviously is going to have Latimer in his corner, and Fred Rosser shows up, and he's going to be in JTG's corner. Now, this was obviously taped before it was announced that Rosser signed an exclusive deal with New Japan, where he's going to be on the New Japan Strong shows, and I'm happy for him, honestly. Guy's worked really goddamn hard since coming out of WWE, so, you know, good for him, and this will be like one of the last things that he does, I imagine. And it was fine. It was fine face-off. It was a decent, good promo battle between them. Heart-to-heart with the masked wrestler, masked superstar, lived large, big house and 5 cars. He was stoic and saying that he loves wrestling. That only Corgan knows who he is and why he's there. That he, you know, is the best technical wrestler out there. And, you know, intensity, aggression. He's going to show all that in the ring soon. And then May interviews Thunder Rosa about Melina, and Rosa says, yeah, I consider you a sister, but I'm not going to be in your corner. Okay, is what it is. And then Kylie Ray against Melina. Kylie Ray wins, and I'm sorry, Melina should not be in the ring anymore. Just shouldn't. That's all I got to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.